I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. And, of course, Zion Williamson. See how they continue to fare without him.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Şengün inside. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
Stolen by Garland. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jackson misses. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about defending Damian Lillard, the future Hall of Fame point guard. Coach remarked, Dame's been doing this a long time. He scored a lot of points. He knows how to beat any defense. From our end, it becomes about effort, making Lillard work for every point he gets. Back over to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Now here's Towns. The layup off target.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
One-on-one here. And the dunk by Bryant.
Can't be careless with the ball. Whenever Anunoby is nearby, that's a recipe for disaster.
Nifty move. And there's the nice layup by Irving.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Lillard from outside. Knocks down the three ball.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Jackson with the screen. And it's off from three-point range. And stolen by Anunoby. And that one's good. Lillard.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Pass to Garland. A three ball. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Garland's got 9.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And one of the most prolific three-point marksmen in league history. Logo Lillard has unlimited range.
It's rebounded by Anunoby. Jazz trail by 6. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now. And it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
Love the awareness right there by Kyrie to find his man for the shot.
It's Bryant, top of the key. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
Mitchell outside. Irving way outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Back to Jackson. Nobody near Lillard. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus. That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
And it's Jones with the ball for Utah. 9-point game. Over in the corner, LaRavia. From past the arc. Excellent D that time from Jones. Going inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Hero's got his first points in this one. Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
And here's Garland for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Garland's got 12 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Jones. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your face. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Back to you, Kevin.
Truly an elite defender. Allie, we thank you very much. Over in the corner, LaRavia. Back to Jones. Now George. Scoreless thus far. Kicks it out to Hero. Over to the wing. Here's LaRavia. Rebound by Williams. Raptors leading by 12. And the dunk by Towns.
And, you know, he just continues to make the right decision when he has the ball. Holiday with a really high basketball IQ.
To the paint. George with the bucket. George has got his first bucket of the night.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Garland. Offline from the top of the key. Jazz trailed by 12. Inside. Here's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
There's Garland. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Garland's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
George with the bucket. George has got his second basket of the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside Holiday. And to Garland. Over Jones. The rebound by the Jazz. Down low. Here's George. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 6 points for George. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. And it's Williams with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And it's just amazing what Donovan Mitchell has become. Can't do it any better than that.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
From outside the arc. Rebound by Williams. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. On the wing, Jones. It's deflected. Mitchell outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keyshawn George. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late. Cooling off a bit after a nice first quarter.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Hero. And that one is hammered home.
Well, I love that right there. Tyler Hero giving a little attitude.
Here's Irving. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Jazz trailed by 6. Tim, pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodies.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making. I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Here's George. Pass to Lorraine. Via. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams. Jazz trailed by 8. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Towns, no luck.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Kicks it out to Garland. Outside Irving. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. Irving's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Raptors.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Mitchell. 12 points for him.
First team down. Substitution on the court.
Good. Top of the Mitchell down low.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Richmond outside. Pass to George. George sets a screen. Clock at 6. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Raptors leading by 11. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
16 feet away. They get the rebound. On its way from Irving for 2. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range. Oh, nice.
Look at that. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Second team foul.
1:25 left in the third. Holiday. Jones, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Irving with a clean look. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Şengün. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Raptors leading by 6. Stolen by Jackson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Şengün. Kicks it out to Lillard. Screen by Şengün. And it's Lillard missing. Irving for 3. At the elbow, Jones. Here is Williams. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's Toronto with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Right back after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And it's the Raptors ball with the step back. There's Garland. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And how about the soft touch by Garland with the nice floater up over the top of the defense.
Back to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Stolen by Garland. Fast break, Toronto. Utah with the rebound. Lillard left side to the inside. And stolen by Williams. Right side, Garland. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Garland's got 4 points this quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Bryant gets it to go.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Irving for 3. No good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lillard outside. Jackson with the screen. Lillard misses. Raptors leading by 7. Here's Mitchell. Driving inside. Irving. Şengün with the rebound.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Here's Jackson. Lillard. 6 to shoot. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Jacks.
Jackson hits both of them. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Irving. There's a good screen. Oh, and wide open, nails the J.
And this is what Irving does. He's one of the best in the league at generating offense.
Now Williams. Lillard. The three is on.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shots around.
Now Mitchell. Stolen by Anunoby. Poke loose. Now Williams. Shakes him. Ah, it's good!
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Now Mitchell shoots the three. Jackson with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy. Count it! Irving embracing the brightest lights.
All right, here's Williams. And he jams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Irving.
And Kyrie trying to do it again. He is one of the game's best closers.
Up top, Anunoby. Now Jackson. Cleared away by Jones. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
Toronto with the ball. Led by as many as 14 points. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
And he banks the layup in. And it's the Raptors' ball. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Now Hero. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean,
that's a 300, homie. Got your playing halfback. Why she running from me? John Elway behind the center, homie. Squeaky clean, ain't no dirt on me. Hey, coach, you better advise your team or you gon' get your player hurt, homie. My youngins hot boys tryna ice this like Turk on me. Fix your face. Why when I'm around you gotta smirk, homie? Stan Pablo. No, I be. Better tie your shoes up, your laces. Why you tripping with me? Got some boys that be. Ice City till you know that is with me. I'm really from a corner that be rolling like the Carter. Every time your baby mama, she gon' call a kid. Didn't make the NBA, still ended up balling. I told him take it from the top, put a key, yeah, check ball. When I shoot the three, ooh wee, it's a wet ball. Like Jordan, balling in my chains, 100 around my neck, dog. Yeah, take it from the top, on my mama, check ball, check, check ball, check. Yeah, check ball, check ball, check ball, check. Yeah, yeah. check ball. I got all the hot sauce, and one, watch how I dribble. Eric Dickerson, run up the middle. She don't know my real name, I don't be talking on no pillow. From that dope era, boy, my mama. George Mirror son stacks, lanky, boy, your money. Then I whip your hair like that girl Willow. Little mama thick, watch just like Jello. Oh, she likes fast cars in a Camaro. So took my to Egypt, walking around, they calling me the Pharaoh. I used to sit them down, I had to walking down O'Farrell. Booming at the Motel 6 off Embarcadero. Puppet master, use a puppet stand, Pablo play Chapello. Plus I be pulling strings like a played the cello. She be peeking but ain't speaking.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Go. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And of course, Zion Williamson. Not a part of this lineup. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I didn't see the trade coming. He was the team in many people's eyes. It'll be interesting to see how they evolve as a squad with him gone.
Here's Simmons, following the three-point basket by Toronto. From downtown, sinks it from distance. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
And Caro uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Garland. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Rise and fire. I just love how assertive Garland is on offense.
And here's Curry for 3. On the wing, Curry from outside the arc. Rebound, Toronto. Outside Mitchell. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Towns. Out to Garland. Over Curry. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field. Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball. He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Simmons. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. He'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Mitchell. No points so far. Outside Irving. Fires for 3. Nails it from 3.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Outside Curry. Looking to end the run. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Curry's got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's rebounded by Banchero.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And it's all tied up. Ben Carroll's gotten his... third basket of the night.
And the confidence Banchero possesses is clear. He goes strong around the rim.
On the wing, Irving. Over Simmons. And that one hits the back iron.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
And Irving gets it to go. Give him 8 points now.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Curry. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Mitchell misses. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
The 3 from Curry. Some solid defense from Holiday. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first.
The Hawks, 20.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Here's Simmons. The Raptors making their last shot. The kick out, Curry. Puts up a 3. Curry splashing one down from 3.
If you're looking to become a catch-and-shoot expert, Curry is the player to study. He's a master.
Out to Garland. The 3 hits the trifecta. Garland's got 7.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's the pick. Here's Curry. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And after not winning a title for the first 11 years of his career, Jrue Holiday finally breaks through in 2021, Coach.
And another in 2024. Wherever Holiday has gone during his career, he's fit like a glove, B.A. He's an experienced veteran and a leader both on and off the floor.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, with his mobility and size, Smith gets up there with ease.
Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Garland. Driving inside. Oh, Drummond with a block. And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good by Garland. 9 points in the game.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. All defensive guard Jrue Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. B.A.?
A new day. Allie, thank you. Now here's Garland. He's got 9. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Right side Watson. There's the triple. Jones grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Jones. Outside Garland. Up and over Dunn. Here's Towns. Towns drops the hammer.
Yeah, good luck moving Towns off his spot. He'll fight for every rebound.
Dunn outside. Pass to Watson. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Williams with the screen. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jalen Smith.
Savvy play call by Irving. Moving the pieces around with a pick and roll to set up a shooter.
And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
And here are the Raptors now. Following the three-pointer by... Oh! A big finish right there!
Oh, my gosh, that was on another level.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. 1:15 left in the half. Watson. And it's off from three-point range.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Irving. Jones feels it out. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Garland. Smith with the rebound.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Three-pointer. And it's Watson missing.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Jones from outside.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And it's Watson missing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Garland. The layup misses. Outside Watson. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Toronto out in front, leading by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 4-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. Connects from downtown.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
Here's Vanderbilt. Mitchell grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 7. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And Vanderbilt slams it in.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get posted.
Shakes him. And it's Mitchell penetrating. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. Hawks trail by 7. Outside Watson. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. Watson's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
Towns gets the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Out to the right wing. Here's Watson. And the Hawks with another 3.
Nice feed right there by Smith. You like seeing bigs like him share the wealth like this.
From deep, Mitchell knocks down the long J. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Didn't know he had that in him. Jalen Smith showing out.
Now here's Mitchell. Give him 8 points now. And there's the screen. Irving, no good. Smith with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Pass to Watson. Shoots. Can't nail the jumper.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Back to Towns. From the corner. The rebound by Atlanta.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
Here's Drummond. Checked by Mitchell. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Klingon. Hits the J after faking out the D with a quick up fake.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Holiday. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Pass to Banchero. Banchero finishes with force inside.
Banchero shows off his strength and his quickness on that finish.
Garland scanning the floor. Towns for 3. And Klingon pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you guys.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report.
And I know this isn't the shot Garland wanted, but just goes to show how easily he can adapt. Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 1. Jones. And Klingon pulls it down.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
But things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Oh, misses the dunk. On offense, here are the Hawks. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the Raptors making a change here. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Right side Garland. Back to Holiday. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Garland. 6 to shoot. Rebounded. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And Curry's focus at this point in his career is clear: to keep winning championships.
Wells with it. The layup off target. Jones from outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters.
Atlanta, 52.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Simmons. Pass to Banchero. Up top Curry. Plenty of space. And that one is right through the heart.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
And here's Mitchell.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He was pumping them up, saying those guys had no idea what they were in for tonight. We've come this far. Don't let up now. And guys, he's going to be stoking the fire until the win is in the books.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Irving. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Now here's Irving. 5 to shoot. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Atlanta leading by 4. And here's Curry for 3. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Williams on the wing. Outside Mitchell. The kick out to Edwards. Irving is doubled. Toronto passing it around. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. And a deep 3 from Curry. The putback. Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's great work on the glass. That kind of hustle play can energize your team.
And again, Toronto, no good. Pass to Banchero. It's Wells on the wing. Back to Banchero. Mitchell grabs a miss. Raptors trail by 6. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. It's money from deep.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Curry outside. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Wow! Drummond's able to sink it at the biggest possible moment.
Irving outside. Jacks up a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Irving never gives you less than his best. He's working so hard to find those much-needed points.
A ton of confidence for Banchero. Big moments, no pressure.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation. Leaving little room for error. And Atlanta making a change here. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Irving outside. Money from 3.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Now Edwards. Yes, sir! Count it! Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Rebounded by Towns.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, PA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Simmons. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
Well, look, any loss of focus can lead to mistakes. Guys in this league are just too good.
An all-star, Garland, with so much confidence in big moments.
Now here's Watson. From deep three-point range. Cleared away by Edwards.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Mitchell gets a step.
And he's not shying away from the drive at all. Mitchell isn't afraid of the tough defense, and that tenacity gets him to the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
If Steph relishes taking key shots, it's what he's out there to do.
Here's Irving, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Here's Towns. And now we've got an intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead.
Curry outside. Puts up the tray. Knocks down the trifecta.
And you can trust Curry in these moments. The pressure doesn't affect his shooting ability, and he knows how to deliver. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Stephen Curry. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2. Curry fires. Can't hit it. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost to rap.